Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Scheer, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password. Today is Sunday, December 18, 2022. And we are continuing with our annual theme, which is Living Everyday Wonder. And our topic for this month is community. The topic for today is Ode to Joy. So each week we open with a spiritual practice called affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment. And this is a powerful tool and a practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already present in our life. It aligns our thoughts with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. Today, I'll be reading from December 21st, 2014. And just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to gently close your eyes and take these words as your own, if you so choose. I know that there is one glorious presence, one divine source of abundant good and intelligent creative energy at work throughout the universe. I know that this God presence and I are one and the same. In consciousness, I know that I am an instrument through which the infinite does its good and perfect work. Being an avenue for Spirit's magnificent and creative expression is cause for celebration. I am aware that this inner voice of Spirit is present in everyone. It grows bolder as a positive sense of oneness displaces the negativity of feelings of separation. In this new awareness, I find a marvelous sense of peace, harmony, and joy, a rebirth. In this knowing that I am on the path with Spirit, I release this treatment into mind with love, gratitude, and thanksgiving. Its work is already done, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by licensed practitioner Erwin Wilson from Sarasota, Florida. And as we also do each week, let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. And we do this by means of our vision, which is creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. So at this time, I would like to once again welcome everyone. No matter which path you are on, please know that we honor and respect each and every religion, faith, tradition, spiritual path that you are on, and know that you are welcome here. So thank you for coming and sharing your gifts with us. Here we teach a philosophy called the science of mind. And it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. We offer tools and principles to promote spiritual growth. And we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts, in order to create the science of mind. And when asked to provide a concise definition of this teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. And each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. And we are meeting in person at 12 noon on Calle Venezuela, number 232 on the rooftop. So hang out with us after the service for some great conversation with like-minded people. And if you have any questions or comments, you can either post them online wherever you are watching this replay, or chat with me in person or send me an email, and I'll be sure to respond. So, with a voice comes song. With an instrument comes music. Yet it takes an orchestra to create a symphony. And community is that invisible membrane that we all live inside. Community is where we play out our lives on a larger scale, both consciously and unconsciously. It's the first circle in what ultimately creates our larger societal structures, beginning with family, all the way through to the culture of a country. At the micro level, it is our individual choices that influence not only our own experience, but the character and subtext of our community. The beautiful alchemy of community unfolds when we come into realization that through our spheres of influence, or our communities of concern, we intersect with the greater whole each and every day. This is the point of power. When we begin to make active decisions about how we wish to be in community, and actively welcome those who previously may have been unaware of it. This is how our diverse world becomes a living gift to us all. Celebrate this month of December in a full awareness of our unique gifts while seeing the gifts of those around us as we enter into the bigger idea of community. So how do we begin to work together in community so that we can create a larger container that demonstrates a world that works for everyone? This begins at the individual level, but it can also be expressed at the collective level by the way we choose to be in community together. And Science of Mind seeks to recognize wholeness through all things. As such, the aim is not to deny what is before us, but to seek to understand so that the greater idea can be revealed. Illusions of separation, conflicts, and disagreements direct us toward areas in need of attention, exploration, and illumination. In this way, greater ideas can be born as we collectively spiral upward toward a new future. In 2003, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, established the Convention for Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage in the World. And this has 4 qualities. Number 1, it's alive in people today, yet remains a reflection of the past, which is tradition. Number 2, it's inclusive in that by practicing it, it contributes to social cohesion. Number 3, it's representative, supported by elders and experts in the community. And number 4, it's community-based in that no one else can define it for them. So by learning about each other, we develop a richer, broader sense of human capacity for spirit. There are some 300 ethnic religions in the world, which includes indigenous faith traditions, such as those practiced by First Nations people, Maori in New Zealand, and Inuit in Canada. This resource can be a starting place for conversations that invite an expanded understanding of community beyond what we may have imagined. And tapping into this resource, we can learn more about the many ways humanity chooses to express itself. Additionally, this resource offers insight into why we can become so passionate about our traditions. It provides context for traditional practices. By maintaining and honoring cultural practices, we bind ourselves with the generations before us, which increases our sense of belonging to something larger. And sharing and educating others about traditions brings this rich human tapestry to life for all of us. In creating the beloved community, Jim Lockhart wrote this: safe space is spiritual community is not about eliminating discomfort. It is providing a supportive place where we can experience the inevitable discomfort of deep personal introspection and spiritual growth with support and understanding. And as within, so without. Just as the individual craves to be a part of something, a belonging, it is equally important that the community be welcoming to all individuals. Community is the result of the interplay between individuals, much like that dance of the yin-yang symbol, the cause and the effect that marks the demonstration. This comes through an invitation to be in intimate conversation, using our best communication skills to welcome and explore, so we can midwife the birth of a bigger idea. And this quote this statement is from the Centers for Spiritual Living Global Vision, as stated in the organizational design model. We envision a world where personal responsibility joins with social consciousness in every area of the political, corporate, academic, and social sectors, providing sustainable structures to further the emerging global consciousness. So we each have a personal responsibility to help our community. And I belong to a few other communities besides the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta here in town. And I like to support others and hope that others will support our community as well. We each have our own gift to offer that is unique, to raise the consciousness and to understand other perspectives, cultures, and traditions. So how many communities do you belong to? How do you think your spiritual perspective could be of service to any of these other communities? And what would it take for you to begin to act on that? Be open to joining new communities and share your gift of who you are. Ernest Holmes, in the book Ideas for Living, wrote this: "We should give of ourselves in love and in service to others, in a spirit of generosity and good fellowship. To refuse to give is to refuse to receive, for everything moves in circles. Real giving in the givingness of the self. A kind word, a thoughtful act, perhaps just a smile, can help lighten the burden of others." And Elizabeth Lesser, an author, wrote a profound memoir of two sisters who, in the face of a bone marrow transplant, one from the other, began a quest for acceptance, authenticity, and most of all, love. The story reveals how even our most difficult experiences can offer unexpected spiritual growth. And I think her message speaks to each of us. This is a quote from that book. "The air you breathe is the air I breathe. We pass molecules back and forth, in and out, around the world. We feel what each other feels. We face the same hurdles and confusions. We strive for understanding and love. We share the same planet. We need each other. We are each other. We are strands in the tapestry we cannot see because we are part of it." So it's easy to get caught up in our individual experience without realizing that each one of us is a thread in this beautiful tapestry of life. We have so many ways to experience community in our neighborhoods, our spiritual center, social service agencies, schools, and sport clubs. Living in the tapestry of life asks that we be present and actively engaged with those all around us in service to a greater idea. In the book on dialogue, it says this: "A society is a link of relationships among people and institutions so that we can live together. But it only works if we have a culture, which implies that we share meaning, for example, significance, purpose, and value. Otherwise, it falls apart." So, how do we get the high view of life? We all know what it's like when things work together. It's like listening to a symphony. The greater whole does not exist without each instrument playing its part. Elevating our thoughts away from our individual selves and into a space where we can see the greater whole creates space for the symphony of humanity itself to truly express. Philosophy professor Dr. Cornwell West said this: "Never forget that justice is what love looks like in public." So each group that you participate in is a demonstration of love and community in action. Take a bird's eye view and see how you are working collectively. Is it all about the one-on-one relationship, or do you see a larger picture play out in the day? How might you evaluate that experience to bring in new and diverse approaches that would enrich everyone? This is how community is born. And I'll leave you with this quote from Chief Dan George. We have taken so much from your culture. I wish you had taken something from ours, for there were some beautiful and good things within it. Perhaps now that the time has come, we are fearful that what you take will be lost. And that leads us to our affirmation for the day. I am one with the circle of life. And so now is our time for offertory, where you can generously give back to this community, to your spiritual home. And please know that your giving to us assists us with giving back to others in our community. Did you know that each year we donate a portion of your donations to the local Banderas Bay Women's Shelter? So please give generously so that we can give generously as well. Your donations can be received either through PayPal or Tithely on our webpage, www.cslpv.org. And there are the buttons to the direct link on both the landing page and on the replay of the Sunday messages. Alternatively, you can still send in a paper check by addressing it to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, V1Y8N1. And if you'd like to join me now in our offertory affirmations, I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. And so now I would like to offer you some of our announcements for this week. If you would like to have a one-on-one connection for spiritual mind treatment to assist you with whatever is happening in your life or whatever you would like to experience, then please connect with me. So whatever you are experiencing or whatever you would like to experience more of is what I meant to say. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this upcoming year, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, please contact us and we'll be sure to send you the forms to complete. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. And if you're interested in learning more about the science of mind teaching, we are again offering the course, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, which will be held online. And this course will be offered again in January. We will also be teaching the Essential Earnest Homes starting in January in English via Zoom and in person in Spanish. So connect with me or check out our website for all the details on these classes. And please let me know if there's any other course or workshop or even a book study that you would be interested in taking so that we can plan dates for these as well. And there will be no in-person service next week, which is December 25th, but there will be a service on Zoom. So in the meantime, let's continue with practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. So may peace and love be with you. Happy season to one and all. Thank you for coming and sharing this time together. Namaste.